Hi guys! Alright, I'm here videoing by myself, so hopefully the picture's good. So anyways, we're doing the April box today. I'm very excited for this one. This one is part of the monthly boxes that we do. We usually do once a month we do a box. So this month we finally have the April one. I know it's like middle of the month, but hey, no better time than now, I guess, right? And then we also have the May box. It's going to be coming up pretty quick in May. It'll be earlier in the month than the April box. So the May box I'm very excited about because I'm going to add some insects, some leaves and flowers and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very excited for that. And then we'll probably have a second one in May again, like we did for the quarantine box. So yeah, look out for those. Thanks for supporting my business as always. I just can't tell you how grateful I am that you continue to support me and that you enjoy these boxes, and I'm getting wonderful feedback about it, so I just want to say thank you. And I'm glad and excited and love to be decorating with you guys in your own homes, and I love seeing pictures of your cookies and just the family time spent doing this. Whether you're using this as a home ec class for your kids or just an art project or just quality family time. I just really enjoy seeing the time spent and the decorating that you guys are doing together. So yeah, just want to say thank you. All right, let's get started with our April box. I'm doing it not live right now. So usually I just whip through them, and with that being said, if I'm going too fast, don't forget that you can always pause the video and kind of catch up if you needed to, and take your time. So yeah, enjoy. Let's get decorating. And again, I'm excited for all my boxes, but I'm excited for the April box. All right, guys, happy decorating. Let's get to it. All right, so here's the April box. Everyone's picking up right now. I'm actually going to clean my lens. So hold on. I just got a new phone, and never before did my lens get dirty, but now it gets dirty. I always make fun of my husband for having a dirty lens, but now I realize that really it just happens because they're a little bit bigger on these phones. All right, so here is our April box. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you have near you, you need a pair of scissors, and you need a paper towel or just like a wet towel like this nearby so that you can wipe your hands on. The royal icing gets really sticky and kind of crusty on your fingers. I hate the filling, so you might want to have something nearby to wipe those off. All right, so we're going to open up this box, and I'm going to show you what comes in it this month. Just to let you know, we have sugar cookies in here that we use. There are no nuts in the sugar cookies, and I do not use almond oil or almond extract, so there's no nuts in those. And I do not use nut flavoring or anything, the almond flavor. That's the common nut flavor that people like to use in their sugar cookies. I don't use it, so if you're concerned about having nuts in these, there are no nuts in this, but I do want to put a disclaimer that we are not a nut-free facility. Okay. So in this bag, so every box is a little bit different every month. It just depends on how creative I want to get, or, I just try to mix it up. So with this one, you get 8 sugar cookies, 4 bags of royal icing, you get sprinkles in an online video tutorial. Woohoo! And then down here is the link to your video. So if you happen to find us and you struggled finding my video, always know that it's on the bottom of this insert. It never changes, okay? So you can even bookmark that if you want, and then you always go there. It never changes. I always keep all my videos on there so you can kind of see what we've done already. On the back here, it gives you some helpful hints, tells you about storage, the drying time, and a little bit about the live video. We have not been doing it live. Facebook is being funky with their live videos lately, so I just decided to record it, upload it, and here we are. We also put a toothpick in here. We ran out of our needles. Hopefully you get more needles soon. But right now, as you can see, I took the needle off of here because we have not been able to get a new supply. So once we do, I'll add those back in. But for now, I've been decorating with a toothpick, which works great. So if you have a few extra kiddos decorating with you, just get them some extra toothpicks and they'll be good to go. All right? And these seem to be less pokey anyways than the needles, so I don't know if anyone had problems with that. kids poking themselves. All right, so in this we have our royal icing. Royal icing is made with meringue powder, water, powdered sugar, cream of tartar, and some corn syrup, okay? So if you're wondering what comes in that, that's what this is. And this is that type of icing that actually, if you let it sit, it will dry, okay? So now what I like to tell my people also is you need to kind of mix up these colors. You don't want the colors to look like there's a darker color and a lighter color in here. That means it needs to be mixed. So go ahead and just knead these up. You're going to knead them until or massage them, whatever you want to, consider it. But yeah, just mix them together. Make sure that you do that with all the colors. So I'm going to push it down. And then also, as you noticed, I sealed the bag. So I sealed the bag to preserve this because I don't want this drying out. So that's not to prevent the frosting from popping up, unfortunately, because it just doesn't hold in that frosting. So if you're not careful and you squeeze the bag too hard, this will pop open and your frosting will go up to the top, okay? So what you want to do to prevent that is push your frosting down. Push it down like this, and then you're going to twist the bag, and you can put on a clip right here. You can put a piece of tape, whatever you feel that's going to help you remember to keep that bag twisted so to stay closed, okay? You don't have to put on a clip, you don't have to put on tape, but sometimes it's helpful. I don't, I've done this many times, so I kind of know not to let it pop up, but you know what, every now and then my bags do pop open. I mean, it just happens, okay? All right, so in here you have 4 colors. I love these colors. So kind of the thought behind this box is I was thinking, it's a spring box. We just had our first day of spring back in March. And so I was thinking April showers bring May flowers. That was kind of the concept that I had in mind making this, okay? So I love these colors because, it's still kind of rainy, and so I think of rain with the blue and the purple. So it's still not, the bright summer color yet, but the spring colors are starting to pop with the flowers and stuff that are starting to bloom here soon, okay? So that was kind of my thought for those. So go ahead and mix them all up. Mix, mix, mix. I should have mixed them before I started this video. Usually I do try to get my mix beforehand. But looks like the purple, actually you can tell the 2 different colors. So it looks darker here, and then a little bit lighter up here. So it definitely mixed that purple. This is like a neon purple color. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Let's mix it. All right. We also have a little thing of black. Okay, how cute is this mini bag of color? Be careful. I had to make these bags by hand. So some of them, you see that it's crimped right here on the side. Like seriously, I went through and made all of these. They are so cute, but I have a feeling that the bag's not gonna hold everything in if you're not careful, okay? We only needed a little bit of black, and I figured I would just add this in for this box. How fun is that? Okay, and then the sprinkles that we have the green one, green sanding sugar. We also have a teal color this month, so you either get teal or you get the green, the lime green one, which I'm excited about this. It's a little bit different than the sprinkles I've been doing. So yeah, and this matches that lime green or the neon green that I did for the royal icing. And then you also have the teal color sprinkles, which kind of matches this, okay? All right, so in our box, we have 8 cookies. Take all those out. All right, so we have our little worm, okay? So when it's rainy and wet outside, the worms start coming out. And so I thought we'd do a cute worm for the April box. We have a rainbow, okay? Kind of looks like a witch's boot. Don't worry about that, okay? It is not a witch's boot. It is a rainbow, okay? It actually was supposed to be a witch's boot, but you can switch them up. This is our cute little cloud because it's rainy. We have, or snowy here in Colorado, if you're in Colorado. We also have our raindrop. Got a little fuzz on this guy, little white something, I don't know what that is, but this is our baby chick. Spring always reminds me of all the new babies that are being born and new life and whatnot. I have a little frog. I was drawing on him to try to figure out a cute little design for him, which I think I've got it now. But that's our little frog, because frogs like to come out, get worms, hang out in the water. I have a little flower, because flowers are starting to bloom. And then this guy's going to be our umbrella. I was going to do an umbrella cookie cutter, but they're just way too fragile. So I was shipping a lot of cookies. I have been shipping cookies lately. And I did not want to ship off ones that I knew would break. So we're going to get creative with this, and we're going to do a little umbrella on here. And maybe some raindrops and stuff. It'll be cute. Okay? So those are our cookies. The first thing that I like to do when I'm decorating, I like to go through and I'll outline all my cookies. Then when I'm done outlining, I go and I start flooding them. So outlining prevents your royal icing from going over the edge, okay? It's kind of like creating that dam. And then the flooding, it means that we're gonna flood the cookie with the royal icing, okay? And then in hopes that that dam is gonna prevent from it overflowing. All right, are we ready to get started? So make sure that your bags are all nice and mixed. We're gonna set our cookies aside, and then we're gonna start outlining. And I think, let's see, these two guys are gonna be the green ones. This one and this one are going to be the blue. This guy's going to be my yellow cookies. And then this one's going to be just kind of like a mix. All right, let's get started. So to cut a bag, you want to cut off the smallest little tip. Now, why you want to do that is because if you cut off too much, it's kind of a pain because you can't go back, right? So if you cut off too little, you can always go back and fix it. Whoops. Gonna focus on that. See, so you don't need much cut off, and that, this might even be a little too big for some of you, but also when you start decorating, you get a good feeling of how big you like to get it cut. Okay, so just keep that in mind. For now, I'm just telling everybody, cut small. If you need to, cut more off later. All right, so you're gonna go through, cut off all the bags, even the black, very, very, very small in the black one. I'll show you that. Cut off this one. Okay, and I like to make sure I get the tip of the bags that I cut off. I find them and I just throw them onto the floor, I guess. All right, very small cut on this one. I know that some of these, whatever, just find a good little tip and just cut it off somewhere, okay? So I just did that on here. And this guy, there's not much black. You don't need much, okay? But save this to the very end. All right, and then the sprinkles, we have these guys. Again, we won't use these till the end, but I'll show you the fun little thing we're gonna do with that. All right, let's get outlining. I'll make it simple at the beginning, and then we'll get to the more complicated ones. Let's start outlining with our turquoise. That's the color that I like to call this. And then I think we're in good view here. Okay. So we're going to decorate, we're going to outline these two first. Don't forget, push down, twist it, make sure your holes open at the bottom, okay? And then we're going to get started. Now when I do this, I like to just let my frosting fall onto the cookie, and you can control it much better that way. So I just kind of let it fall. Just like this. And it is kind of deceiving because the curves and stuff, it's not as easy as it looks. So patience and practice both help. And if you do mess up, always can wipe off the frosting and do it again, okay? That's the best part about these, is you don't have to be stuck with something that you don't like. Just fix it, okay? I love this color. Okay, set the cloud aside. Then we're gonna do the raindrop. Now the raindrop's pretty simple. We're just outlining it. Just like this. Okay. Set that aside. And now we're gonna go to let's use the green. I'll outline this guy. or the neon green. I used all the neon colors. I love the neon colors. All right, so we're gonna outline all the segments of the worm. Hopefully I didn't bump the camera too much. Sorry about that. Okay, all the way down to the end. Oh, he's gonna be so cute. I think the worm is what I was most favorite about from this box. Isn't that funny? He's so cute. It could be a caterpillar too, because caterpillars, you know, and then in the spring they bloom into beautiful butterflies. So however you want to think of it. All right, and then we're gonna outline our frog, and we're just gonna outline it as the cookie is, okay? I don't like the pointiness of the head. One thing I wish I would have found was a cute frog. I never looked up any frogs, but there's the head. You're just gonna go through and outline it. Just like that. Give him a little belly down here. Okay, and then we'll get to his arms next. All right. Okay, that's good for the green for now. Well, actually, since we have the green, let's do it on here too. So we're going to outline this guy yellow. Now, you don't have to follow along with my colors. I would recommend you to, because of what I try to do it so that, and I will, you know, at the end, I use all of the colors, you know, evenly so you don't run out of one. But if you want to do this a different color, you can, but just know that you might run out of it for something else. So here's the flower. I love this flower, but we were having one heck of a time cutting these out. We have to cut out usually over 250 of these for each box. Yeah, this flower, I don't know that I'm ever going to use him again in the boxes. My hands were bruised from this, and my mom actually helped cut them out, and I know that her hands hurt too. All right, so when we're done with this, what I was thinking is we're gonna do a little circle of green, but I might wait to let that dry for a minute, and then we'll draw the circle on, okay? So I'm gonna set that one aside. Let's do the baby chick. I think this one's so cute. His little wing. And then, you know, I think I'm just going to bring this down like this. And bring this in like this. Okay? So I'm going to do, and if you want to do this now, you can. I'm just going to give him little feathers back here. Like this. Okay, you can use your toothpick if you want. And then we're also going to give him little feet. I'm going to give him 1 foot for now, and then I'm going to go back and give him a second, so that once that dries. Okay? So I'm going to set this down. We'll finish working on, well, maybe I'll give him his little beak too. So I do want that to dry a little. So I'm going to give him a little beak, but we're going to also just fill it in. Just like that. Okay? And then we'll get back to him. There's some more stuff we want to do. Just don't want to mess up that foot. All right, we'll do our boot. We're going to outline the boot in purple. Okay, and set it aside. Then we're going to do this guy. This one I haven't really thought much about. that I think would be cute. I think we're gonna do purple. Now you could do different colors, you know, with this guy, but I think for now I'm gonna just keep it the top part purple, probably add some polka dots or texture to it. But for now, then I'm gonna draw on a blue handle. Okay, so there's the umbrella. And then we're gonna set it aside and we're gonna start flooding. We'll get back to this one. Well, actually, before we set it aside, we do want to do this. So you're gonna wanna draw little, of these things, the segments of the umbrella. Okay, and then we'll fill it in here in a bit. So set that one over there. Okay, this guy, we've let him dry long enough, I think. I'm gonna put some green in the middle. You wanna get it so that you can kind of cover up all of the end parts of the petals. Okay, and then set that aside to dry. All right, let's decorate we're gonna do our raindrop first because it's probably gonna be the easiest one. So we're gonna just, if you want, you can cut your tip a little bit bigger. I'm gonna just leave it as is. I don't know, we'll see as I go. Actually, I'm gonna cut it just a tad bigger, but I don't want it too much bigger because I do wanna use it for other things with smaller details. So just keep that in mind as we go. Okay, this is where your toothpick is gonna come in handy, so make sure it's nearby and ready. All that filled in. All right, I'm gonna go grab a toothpick so I don't have to open that one. Okay. Okay, you're gonna just fill in all the cracks. Wipe off your toothpick when you're done so you keep it clean. So you're gonna use that for a lot of colors. The next thing you wanna do is kind of shake it. Okay, and I'm gonna give a little just bit of yellow in there so it looks like there's a reflection. I'm gonna do it a little bit bigger down here. Okay. It's your raindrop. We're gonna do our cloud, same thing, just fill it in. And then I'll show you one thing we're gonna do in addition to flooding it. So we're gonna flood it. Be very close getting to the edges. You don't have to get as close as I am. Of course, I've done this a few times. So if you don't feel comfortable and you have a feeling that your royal icing is gonna go over the edge, stay a little bit away from the edge, and then what you do is use your toothpick to draw in the royal icing, okay? This is my favorite color, I think. I just love these colors. They're so pretty. Okay, make sure your toothpick is clean. It's all flooded, it looks beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna add little rosy cheeks on this. Just like that. And then we'll draw on the face later, okay? Same thing too, I think I'm gonna do rosy cheeks on the raindrop. So when we draw their face later, they have little cheeks. Okay. Let's start filling in our worm. And we're gonna skip the segment. So we're gonna do one segment, then skip it, then do another segment. And this is so that the segments will stay separate when you're doing this. Okay, and then we'll do this, and then we'll get back to it and fill in the other ones here. So. Yeah, he looks more like a caterpillar than a worm, and I like that. So we'll go with caterpillar. Okay, we're gonna fill in the face of our frog. And then we're also going to, so we're going to give them a couple of yellow dots. So I'm going to put a couple of dots up here. Just drop a little bit on there. And then I think it'd be cute to have him have cute little pink cheeks too. We're gonna put little pink cheeks on there. Okay, set it on my side. Maybe the caterpillar as well. I need to make sure that I have this face right though. Let's see. All right. One right here, one right here. Same thing now if you want to add some yellow or blue maybe to the caterpillar. I don't know. I'm gonna just put some yellow up here. And some polka dots. All right, for check, we're gonna fill him in yellow. And don't forget, we still have to add that extra foot on there. Okay. We're going to give him a little eyeball with our black that we have. I'm just going to put just a little dot of black right there. Okay. And we're done with it. Oh, no, we aren't done. We got the extra foot. Why don't you guys tell me? I know I just said it, huh? All right, be careful. Just dry your second foot right back here. If you need to, you could use your toothpick. Pull it out. Okay. Let's do our flower. We're going to just fill in all the petals, yellow. Fill it in. Sorry, I have to really concentrate sometimes. And then we're going to just let this sit and dry. And then the very last thing we'll add on the green. And I'll show you why we have to let it dry here in a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to fill in some of our umbrella. Now with the umbrella, I might do some stripes. I think that would be cute. And then maybe pull it. I was gonna do like a polka dot one, but you know, I always stick to polka dots, but I think this time I'm going to do something else. Sometimes some of my frostings get really whipped up. I think my purple is whipped up a lot. So you'll notice that it's a little different. Just kind of pull it through so it looks, you know, like it doesn't have that outline. Okay, and then what I'm thinking is we can just put some stripes. I think I'm just gonna do that. Now if you want, you could drag your toothpick through it and make it look really pretty like chevron, but I like it like this, so I think I'm just gonna leave it that way. I'm gonna do the other side too, or this side, so it's not gonna be touching. Same thing, you're gonna put on the stripes on that one. Same pattern. You could do an opposite pattern, polka dot, something else, I don't know. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to do was make little raindrops. So just do it and then drag it up a little and they look like raindrops. When you get done with the umbrella, you can also add raindrops to the top if you want. All right, who keeps losing their toothpick? I do. Okay. So you can also drag it with your needle and pull it up a little bit more so it has more of that raindrop shape. Okay. Oh, that one's gonna be fun. Okay, set that aside. Let's fill in our rain boot. Trying to decide if I give the rain boot a sole or not. The sole down here. It's kind of what I left, but I don't know. I kind of like it without. We'll see. Okay. Now with this one, I thought it'd be fun to add like little flowers or polka dot, just something really cute to it. So what I'm gonna do is add little cute flowers. Just do 1, 2, 3, 4. And just put these all over so that they look like little flowers. Okay, then we're going to take the green, put a little dot of green in the middle. Why stop there, right? Let's just add on some polka dots. We need a flower up here. I feel like I'm missing a flower here too. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna debate about what I need down here, if anything. Okay. All right, let's fill in the second part of our frog. I'm going to draw on his arms here soon, but we're just going to leave it off for now. Okay. Well, actually, we might draw on the hands. Let's just be careful because it's very runny, so they'll probably attach. So we're going to just draw on the little fingers like this. Okay, and then you want to draw on some green polka dots. You can even give them a green belly if you wanted. See how this is kind of melding together? Hold on. That's how you can fix it. Kind of have to finagle it a few times to stay up. Okay. All right, set the frog aside. Let's do some more segments of our caterpillar. Okay, if you want, we could just go ahead and do his little face. So we're going to do a little smile from each cheek to the other cheek. So be careful when you're doing this. Make sure to squeeze consistently, otherwise it will break in the middle. And then you're going to add on 2 eyes. And then you can add its antennas. Okay. Same thing with our little clouds. A raindrop. Let's add on the smile. Didn't really go as planned, but that's okay. Okay. Starting with the clown. I'm going to give him eyes that are kind of smiling eyes. Cute. Okay. Let's do the same thing for our frog. I think that's cute. All right. Coming together. Let's fill in more of our our umbrella. I'm just really in love with these colors in this kit. I love having the black to be able to draw on the faces because that kind of limits us sometimes when you don't have it. Okay, so fill in this side. Take your toothpick, help out these lines at the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to draw on the umbrella lines. Not there. That could just be a raindrop. How's that? So I might just take it off. I don't think it's an issue. There we go. Okay, and we're going to add our last little segment. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. You want the lines to kind of meet where the other one is. Looks like it goes all the way across. All right. Set this up here. Now, hopefully my flower's ready for this, but we'll see. Okay, you're gonna take the green. This is where our sprinkles come in handy. And you're just gonna fill it in the middle. Okay, and actually what you wanna do is kind of let it sit, otherwise it's gonna fall off. So we're gonna let it sit for a minute, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do. Okay, so fill it in. Use your toothpick to kind of help round it out. Okay, let it dry. We're going to work on our rain boot. rainbow. Okay, so we're going to just draw on some lines of our rainbow. Thinking what we should do though. Maybe we'll add on a heel, just a little bit of a one. Just the tiniest bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my head on that again. Okay. I'm going to drag it down a little so it looks like there's more of a heel. Okay. Then you're going to take your purple and we're going to outline some things. Not many, but enough. Okay. What you do it is you're going to take it up here, we're going to pull it down like this. I'm just going to add a little tab right here. And then I'm going to let this dry, and then I might put like a little line down here. But then that way it looks like a cute little rainbow. Okay? With the matching umbrella. Yes, I planned for that. Okay, let's fill in our frog a little bit. I want to draw on his little arms. All right. I have to really think when I do this. Okay, and then same thing on this side. His little elbows, bend his arm down. His little hands down here. I'm letting it dry for a second down there before I draw on that last hand. So otherwise they'll just melt together. Okay? I might just leave it just like that. He's really cute. Cuter than what I expected him to be. I did not like this cookie cutter when I was figuring it out. And didn't have time to get the cute ones. I'm going to fix the fingers here in a minute. Just going to let it sit for now though. All right, and then now the flower. You're going to take your sanding sugar. And be very careful because your leaves, your petals still might be wet. So just try to get this right in the middle. Okay, and it's okay if it gets on your petals. But I'm gonna just let it sit. I even like that, how I have a little bit on the outside of it. It's really pretty, okay? That's what I had intended for the sanding sugar. So you're gonna just let it dry, and then when it's done, you're gonna dump off the excess. But for now, just leave it. Otherwise, you might lose some of that green, and it might just make it overflow, okay? All right, the last thing I wanted to do was this. I was going to give this just a little outline up here. So that it looked like a little separation. But that also looks like it has a little. So. All right. I know I say it every box, okay? I know. But I really feel like this is probably my favorite box. It's so cute. I'm just gonna draw a little bit of line just because it looks like it has a textured sole. Just a little bit. You could even hold off until it's a little bit drier, but anyways, okay. They're so cute. We have the umbrella. I think I got everything right. Oh, I got to do the frog's finger. That's what I have to end up with. But we got these two guys. Okay. We have our flower. And the chick. Oh, just touch my flower. Look at just the smallest little dot on here. I hate when I do that, and yes, it happens. I'll show you how to fix it. And it doesn't really fix it perfectly, but it at least kind of fixes it. Okay. All right. Okay, then we have the frog and the cat. Actually, I'm going to put the frog down here so I can fix his finger in the lineup. Not fix it, but finish it. Okay. I mean, that black, see, that's why I added the black, because it totally just added that extra element to it. I was like, I have to do the black. And then the rain cloud. How cute are those? Okay. All right, let's do the frog's hands. Finish them up. You can even add like a dot on here if you wanted. You have some dots up here. A little sun damage on his shoulders and his hips. Okay. Too cute. All right, and that's your box. Enjoy decorating. I hope you guys love this box as much as I do. I will see you guys in May. Happy decorating. And don't forget, hashtag decorate with DP if you upload it to any social media. Just tag me. I love to see them. I seriously do. I get so much joy out of seeing your boxes, and we send over 250 of these out. So show me your cookies. It seriously makes my day. All right. And if you don't have this, if you don't have social media, is what I'm trying to say, just email me. And you know, I don't know that my email's listed on here. That's something I'll have to do. But my email could be found on my website. Okay. Happy decorating. Happy spring. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your time together. Until next time.